Hey guys, what's going on? Brandon Janice here. Got my buddy Ryan Canaday over here as well. Look, we are super excited right now. We're super excited to share something with you guys. You may want to refer to us as the Start Guys, because that's what we're about to go do. You know, we've noticed over the past few years that people are having trouble. We've come across communities and people and individuals and companies and people all across the world that are having trouble. And what I mean by that is they're living in this bubble. And they're waiting for everything to be perfect. And they're waiting for everything to align. They're waiting for the exact right moment. They're waiting to start. And right now you're probably thinking, well, start what? And I'm glad you're thinking that, because your start story is going to be different than mine. My start story is going to be different than Ryan's. That's the beauty of what we have here. Here's the important thing. You can't have a start story if you don't know you're big. So again, I know you're thinking, well, what's that mean? Your big is that one thing you've been putting off for the last year or 3 years or 10 years. So my question is, what is your big?
And Brandon, let me say this. When it comes to your big, we have all sorts of different bigs. So your big is going to be different from my big. Your big is going to be different from the next person. And so just to give you a few examples, maybe your big is that business that you've been dreaming about. In fact, it's been in your heart for years, but you have set it aside. And so going after your big is to actually start this business. Or maybe your big is a relational big. It's some sort of relationship in your life that has gone south on you. And so maybe you need to actually pick up the phone and call that person and take a big step towards making things right, making amends with that person. Maybe a big in your life is actually facing the addiction that you've been battling for years. And this thing has taken hold of you. It's brought harm to you. It's brought harm to your friends and your family. You're ready to take that big step to admitting that you have a problem, admitting that you need help, that you can't do it alone. Maybe your big is like the Uber driver that we encountered just not too long ago, where she wanted to get her degree. She wanted to finish her degree, and she was excited that she was the first one in her family to get that degree. So whatever your big is, it's going to be different from the next person, but we want to help you and help others identify what that is and start going after it.
Yeah, so that's what we're here to do, guys. Ryan and I are on a journey to go help people find their big, but more importantly, start pursuing it. See, we have no idea where this is going to take us, but we know we're pumped. We know we're excited. We know we found our big and we're starting to pursue it. So, so over the next 90 days, here's what we want to do. We're going to go out there and find one start story every single day. And we're going to share it right here with you guys, with y'all. Y'all are going to be the first ones to see it. We're gonna travel around. We're gonna go find different demographics. We may go to the wealthy one day and the homeless the next day. Who knows where it's gonna end up? We know what we are gonna do is hop in my RV and travel around for a little while and just go hear people's stories, guys. We have no doubt in our mind that we're gonna go find some incredible stories to share with you guys.
And here's what I think is going to happen along the way. We're going to find two different kinds of stories, and both types of stories are important. The first kind of story we're going to hear and we're going to capture are from the people who have identified their big, and they're going after it, or they've gone after it. And when it comes to these people, we want to hear what steps did they take to make this happen, how they do it. We want to hear the real. What fears did you face? What fears did you overcome in order to make the big happen? And so we want to capture that story, but we also want to capture the story of those people who have probably identified that big thing in their life, but they haven't started it. And you can think of a whole host of reasons of why they haven't gone after it, why they haven't started it, but we want to hear from them. We want to hear these start stories and how they can actually start, because we think these stories inspire and empower, and we think these stories actually change the world. We've seen it time and time again. We know that stories are powerful, and we want to capture these stories.
Yeah, guys, that's the thing. A lot of people have their bigs, but we want to inspire and elevate and empower people to actually start living. See, that's our number one goal here. So through your pledges, through your gifts through this page, you're going to allow us to actually have the opportunity to pursue these stories and share them with the world, to travel, to cover expenses, to eventually hire someone to perhaps edit our videos, among other things. But I want to be crystal clear here. For the next 90 days, we have zero desire to line our pockets. We have zero desire to make money from this page and from what we're going to do. This is not about us. This is about the 90 stories over the next 90 days that we're going to go out there and share with you guys and share with the world. That's what it's all about.
So 90 stories in 90 days, that's the project. And here's the thing, if we do this thing right, we're asking you all to actually follow and give funds. And if we do this thing right, say we have a few $1,000s coming in, or maybe it's 10,000, maybe it's 50,000, maybe it's $100,000 coming in. And like Brandon said, we don't want to use this money to line our pockets. Of course, there's some expenses to be paid, but we want to take these funds and actually help people. The stories that we're hearing, help them. And of course, we can't help all of them, but to help some of them go after their big. Because think about the people you've encountered in your life, and how many times have you heard people say, well, I can't go after that because it takes a few $100s and I don't have it. Or it takes a couple $1,000s and I just don't have that right now, so I got to put this big thing on hold. We want to not put it on hold. We want to help people get started. We want to help fix that problem of the wait.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt about it. And can we help them all? No, Ryan said that. We can't help them all. We're going to have 90 stories, you know, and that's not what we're even trying to do, but we are trying to share their stories. But even if we can help a few, the ripple effect of them starting is going to change them. It's going to change their families. It's going to change their community. And we hope in some cases it's going to change the world. And in the end, guys, we don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea what to expect over the next 90 days. And that's what makes this so fun, so much fun. But here's what we do know. We're going to start. That's what we're going to do, because this is our big. And the easy thing to do would be for me and Ryan to keep this in and talk about that one time we talked about doing something or whatever it may be. But no, we're going. We're doing it. Because if we didn't, we'd be hypocrites. And we see something so big. I was talking to Ryan the other day about this. We don't have a knowing problem. We know what we need to do. We have a doing problem. People just won't go do. And we know that we can go inspire, we can elevate, and we can empower individuals and communities to find their big and go do it and go start. Back to you, Ryan.
And so here's what we're asking of you all. To partner with us, to journey with us. We want you to follow us, follow these videos, follow these 90 stories in 90 days. And we're going to be honored to journey with you and to have you as a partner. And we're asking you to give, and you can give at different levels, like we say, to cover those expenses, but to also help others start their big. So whether that's $3 a month or $7 a month or $25 a month or $500 a month, whatever it is for you, we're going to be honored to partner with you, because one thing we know is true: we cannot do this alone. We need you on the journey, and that's what we have for you all. We're excited about this, and we can't wait to get this thing started today and to see how you all are going to partner with us.
Yes, sir. Let's go change the world. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye, guys.
Peace.